This is Glenn Andrews of the Life Doctrines TLD. This good Saturday morning. Want to drop a little my usual providing of nuggets. Today, I think my topic is chivalry is not dead. It may be a bit dusty, but it's not dead. It occurred to me this morning when I woke up that I believe in the honor code. I believe in character. I believe in honesty. I believe in being honorable. I believe in being respectful, sincere, professional, courteous. All those things that seems to be being taken for granted. Loyalty is another one. These are personality traits that can be molded and taught. I don't know if you can compare it to being born with it or not being born with it. I think you definitely can be born with leadership. What changes is what you do with leadership. But the one I want to focus on is chivalry and character. My dad operated in such a way. He was chivalrous. He had to deal with his honesty and dishonesty, but he still was chivalrous. My brother and I picked up on that, and we've tried to carry that torch and pass it on to our sons. In this different world, this different time where everything is being challenged as far as being good-natured, being humble, having some humility, being courteous, just basic human kindness. I think there's a level of chivalry and etiquette and manhood that's tied to basic human kindness. In the middle of talking with different organizations here the last couple of weeks, they were struck by my communication, my character, my honesty, but I'm not struck by it because that's how I was raised. And the guys I grew up with, we also had that kind of character. So it was strange to me that they found it strange that I act the way I do and I operate the way I do. However, now I'm starting to realize here again how unique these traits have come in this time. And so one of the things, I gotta quit using one of these things. One of the practices or patterns that I want to try to convey and send over when I'm dealing with personal development and working with particularly young guys, young men, and even men my age who don't step outside themselves and recognize that their behavior has a direct or indirect effect on the individuals around them, whether it be personal or professional. And though it may bring on a bit of stress, it may drive into depression because for whatever reason we've tied manhood into finance and manhood into how much money you have in your bank account, and they're getting intertwined where effort and results and giving your all and doing your best may not be enough in these days and times. And like I talked about earlier, emotions and feelings don't pay bills. Emotions and feelings don't keep you fed. Emotions and feelings can't keep you out of the rain. You know, that's about money. That's about paying bills. However, there is a bit of chivalry action and proactivity that can be embraced, where young men as well as older men can take on the responsibility and the accountability of looking in the mirror and addressing areas where they have to connect to their human kindness. Because if you lose that human kindness, even when you look in the mirror and you don't even have your own self-respect, how are you going to respect someone else? Because you lose nothing when you have your self-respect, when you have your pride. You lose nothing. It doesn't cost you anything to say good morning, good afternoon, how you doing, speak, look folks straight in the eye, shake a hand, open a door. It costs you nothing. And I see individuals playing games or going out their way to not have a bit of common courtesy and human kindness. Well, they can go ahead and do that, especially those who say they believe in God or religious or spiritual or whatever they may be. Because if you call yourself believing in God and being spiritual or even being a good person, and this is how you behave, you're a hypocrite, period. Straight up, you are a hypocrite. And one of the variables or inputs I work on and strive not to be is a hypocrite. To be a man of my word, to be a man of my handshake. What I'll say, I'll do, and if I can't do it, I'll communicate and let you know I can't make it, I can't do it, or it's beyond my scope of practice. That's what a man does. That's what a professional does. So as I go about preparing myself for these transitions and these new opportunities that are coming my way, one of the variables and the inputs I'm going to hold on to, because it's a part of my being, a part of the fabric, a part of who I am, is being polite, being courteous, having good etiquette, and being a gentleman. I'm not letting it go. It's not going anywhere. I don't care if it's a man or a female who's a feminist. If I see her coming to a door, hey, I'm gonna rush and open that door for her. If I see a feminist having a flat tire and she no one's even offering to, hey, do you need a hand? I'm still gonna offer my service. Hey, you need help? You need some help with that flat tire? Because that's just the kind of man I am. I am a Andrews and I am a grown man. And that's how we handle our business. That's how we handle our manhood. That is our character. And that's how we're going to do it. So my nugget of the day: chivalry is not dead. It's tied to your manhood. It's tied to your womanhood. It's connected to your professionalism. It's connected to you personally. A little bit of human kindness ain't gonna kill you. As a matter of fact, a little bit of human kindness might be that Malcolm Gladwell tipping point opportunity that will change your world and change your life. This is Glenn Andrews of the Life Doctrines. Just a little nugget for you. Chivalry ain't dead. TOD, signing out.